Masonry has a lot of stuff I don't agree with in it, but they have knowledge in it that is worth hearing because it enhances your faith in Jesus Christ. And here's an example was law of attraction. These guys peddle that like no tomorrow, and it works for them because when you look at how they operate and stuff like that with charities, the Shriners are one of the best I would say probably one of the better charity organizations out there because Shriners Hospital, Shriners Circus and stuff like they raise money for like for children usually, and they give free medical care. So like professional doctors, the top of the line, right, will do an eye transplant for free for a blind child that can't afford it because they know that God is going to reward them. But where they're losing it is that they don't believe in the same God that like the Ummah or like um Christians or like Abrahamic faith, they don't really believe in that. They believe in like something else because they don't identify with the Christians inside of the church because the Christians in the church tell them they're a witch or tell them that they're a warlock, and some of them are and some of them are. I know it to be true, right? So I'm not giving a pass to those people, but I'm saying the ones who actually are like a Christian, but they don't belong, they feel like they don't belong. They feel like they don't belong inside of the church, and so now they're surrounded by these, Golden Dawn people and, witchcraft, like actual witches, but they're Christians. And they do more for God in the world than a lot of Christians do inside of the church, especially the Protestant church, Catholic church, all this stuff. Like, it's a shame. It really is a shame because if we combine the two and had discernment, you know what I mean? And we're aware because I'm not saying that Freemasonry has all this good teachings. It does, but they lose it a little bit. Rosicrucians, same thing, right? Rosicrucians, I haven't actually met a real Rosicrucian that's been initiated, not once, but not in Canada. Like I think it's more so in Europe. But once again, mental imaging, they have incredible knowledge. And that you okay, so here's an example of that is Jesus when he was speaking to people, there would be a crowd of like 500 people around him, 1,000 people around him, 5,000 at one point, and this is what he would say to people: "Let those who have ears to hear hear, and eyes to see see." And then people would be like, "Well, I have two eyes, like I'm not blind." And some people would be, and the same people usually would be like, "Well, I have ears. I heard what you said.